What's up, family? You're tuned in to Real Ass Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. It is Thursday night. We were off Monday and Tuesday. Me and the fellas, we were out doing stand-up. Miguel had a death in the family, so make sure you guys send your prayers to Miguel. And Jeff Kaufman is currently on the plane right now. So we got some of our comedy brothers going to be kicking it with us tonight. But before we do that, I got to get to the man, the myth, the legend that helped get this thing started. Fresh off the cruise ship out there smelling like ocean water. James John, what's up, baby?
Hey, baby, I'm feeling good, man. I'm fresh from Hawaii, and I got something to tell y'all who want to go. It is not the Hawaii that y'all see on National Geographic. That's a myth. That is y'all been bamboozled, y'all been hornswoggled, okay? When I got off the boat, when I got to Honolulu, I wanted to see traditional Hawaii. And I'm gonna tell you one thing: there was no big dude with his shirt off, wearing no shoes, with a hula thing on, handing out lays. There was none of that. There was nobody dancing, none of that. You know what I saw when I got off the boat? I saw O'Reilly's Auto Parts, Whole Foods, Baskin Robbins. Bro, Hawaii looked like Miami. Two dudes asking for $1 and wanted to get cocaine.
Hey, James, you got out the
bro,
you said where the rock at? This ain't what I'm looking for. Bro, where is the rock at?
Bro, how come everybody wearing shoes? Like what?
Yo, you didn't see no Roman Reigns out there, James?
Nothing, bro.
Nobody had a luau going on.
What?
Like, nothing, bro.
Wasn't nobody eating spam, nothing. All the stuff they do in Hawaii.
Bro.
Hey, man. Well, we glad you back, brother. We missed you last week. The next person I'm about to introduce was here last week, sitting in for James. He ain't talk at all.
Wow.
So
I talked a little bit.
Hopefully now he talking over me.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get his ass to talk tonight. My comedy brother, 1/3 of the Crown Royal Boys, and one of my best friends out there, man. Chris Alexander. What's up, baby brother?
Not much. How y'all guys doing? The only thing I can tell you about Hawaii that I can think of is Dog the Bounty Hunter. That's it. Watching all those shows.
I ain't seen him either.
Thought about him.
That's another one I ain't seen.
He's locked up. James, you ain't see that, man.
Where he at?
Dog is locked up.
Somebody got Dog? What?
Dog arrested himself?
Yes. I'm not lying to y'all.
He sprayed himself with big ass can.
This man been locked up for a minute, I believe. So,
hey,
I don't follow a dog, but I do follow his mullet on Instagram. I do.
Bro, hey, I'm going to come back to that. I got questions about this, but the next voice we hear, man, I asked Buddy to jump on. He was like, yo, you want to go to the other bar tonight? I said, I'm recording radio. I said, matter of fact, what you doing? He said, I'm about to go to the gym. I said, that ain't even important. Radio way more important.
Not at all, man.
Man, my comedy brother and my wife's favorite feature act of mine, because she don't like the rest of my features. My favorite feature act, Mr. Tim J. Allen, a.k.a. the Black Tim Allen. What's up, baby brother?
What's happening with you guys, man? Happy to be here. Thanks for letting me hop on.
Always good seeing you, man. I tell you that every time I see you, man.
Man, you too, James. And Chris, I know you guys are like cartoon anime fans, so I did one for y'all real quick last minute.
Look at that.
We'll take it.
I don't know if it brings the bottom or not, but I got something real quick.
Hey, we'll take it. But I got to roll this back.
Okay.
Because if you going to bounty hunt, Hawaii ain't the place I'm thinking about hunting.
I thought you was in Miami.
Is it me?
Yeah, no, I ain't going to Honolulu for bounties.
I'm just saying, I mean? What you thinking? Chicago, Detroit,
New York,
Miami, Atlanta, New York. I'm talking about what you getting in Honolulu? Somebody explain to me, Dog the Bounty Hunter in Hawaii.
Somebody be stealing dolphins out there. Somebody got to go get them, man.
That's where the money resides, Shane. I'm trying to tell them.
Chris, you watched the show? Chris, you watched the show?
Yeah.
Explain to me, who is he catching in Hawaii, Chris? Who I need to know.
Meth addicts that don't pay their bail money.
Oh, they got meth in Hawaii too?
Yeah, it's like one of the number one countries of meth dealers.
Okay, hold up. Time out.
First
time
off.
out. No. First of all, James, you do it, because if I do it, I'm mean.
Hey, first off, Hawaii's not a country. It's a state.
Oh, they call I didn't even catch that.
You know what I meant. It's not a state.
Nah, man.
Jesus.
Second off, everybody knows the best meth on the world is at Daytona Beach. So don't
don't even take Daytona title away like that, Chris.
Man,
you know you
rude, man.
How you get meth to Hawaii? You know how much that shipping costs?
How do you ship the Winnebago from Breaking Bad all the way to Hawaii?
Winnebago, that's crazy.
Through Alaska,
Bro.
they go through Alaska.
That is insane, man.
Bro,
Hey, so I asked Tim to come on, man. Brother, me and Tim, Tim, you missed our last show. Our last segment, we talked about something, and Tim is familiar with it. Tim is a clean comic. Tim does churches.
Absolutely.
So if you're looking for clean comedy, church comedy, and just comedy in general, the brother is just funny.
Good energy.
Tim just booked me for a church. Now, the reason that I booked him at my church, right?
Amen.
And I know my church, James. So I know what I can do. I can get away with, because that's my church. That's my pastor. Tim booked me at the church. Tim, tell him I was pacing.
You were nervous. This is the first time I ever seen Ken nervous. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Why was you nervous at his church though? Because
I know. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, it wasn't my church. So what happened was, and shout out to the real church over there
in Cocoa Beach,
in Cocoa, Florida.
Yeah, Cocoa,
man. Yeah. Pastor J. Wash, but he invited us, and again, I'm again reminiscing. I want to run it back. So we were supposed to have a date anyway, Ken. Remember, for your church. So I was like, all right, well, we ain't run that one back yet. So let me run him back into the element. He did his thing.
Yeah.
And from the jump, Ken told me, I called him. I said, hey, big bro, I got something to Cocoa, man. It's Tuesday night, but I know you can do it. It's a little sacrifice. He was like, he said, where is it at? I said, it's a church. He said, nah.
I ain't gonna go there.
I said, wait a minute, I ain't paying the
like,
money.
nah.
I said,
nope.
No. So yeah, so he came out. So again, off the love, man, and forever thank you, bro. You came through.
Yeah, I did that for Tim, man. Shout out to Curtis Bateman. I did that for Tim, man. And so when I get there, I meet the pastor, who about a cool dude.
Real church.
And the only joke I really stretched it on was the one about making love to my lady and knocking out the insulin in her.
Oh, that's funny.
And they laughed, and he was like, man, I thought you was gonna go harder than that.
He was like, what? You should have said, so did she. But
oh, there it is. You got kicked out. James got kicked out for pushing too hard.
Bro, believe it or not, Tim, I do church shows, bro. I do church shows.
Yes, hey, Tim, he's been so this is the thing, Tim. Me and James both, we've been trying to branch out and get out of our comfort zone.
For sure.
Because when you get older in comedy, you get comfortable. So same thing. So that's why I said no to you at first. And then my wife was like, you just did our church. What's the difference? I said, well, I don't know this church.
Got it.
Right.
I know my church. I know, shout out to Bishop-elect Russ Beecham. I know Bishop-elect Russ Beecham's church. Yes. I know Pastor Mika Beecham's church. I know that church. I don't know this church. So what I can get away with at my church, because they know me, is different. But Tim was like, nah, bro, this is the real church. And the church called The Real. R-E-A-L.
Okay.
So I wouldn't set him up like that. So I already knew.
So it's one of them churches? It's one of them churches,
man. I said,
it is.
And you know me, I do clean and I do secular rooms, but I was like, nah, I think it's going to be a dope balance to get
it really was. It really was.
That's cool to hear.
Give them that, because church folks don't go out like that too much.
Yeah.
No, they don't,
bro.
No, they don't.
When I tell you,
they probably gonna see.
Hey, James, when I tell you Ken Miller was on Ken Miller,
yo,
I was on. It was one of them. I had been drinking. I hadn't even been drinking. That's the thing. I was on the Ken Miller had been drinking type show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was on one, bro. I was on one, and it was dope. So shout out to the real. But back to what we were saying. Yeah, Tim. Me and James have been trying to get out of our comfort zone. Doing clean shows. Doing shows for younger people. I can't stand kids at a show. I'm like that dude on Harlem Nights. I don't know kids in here. The kids give me a bad look.
Hey, you could ask Curtis Bateman, man. You could ask a few other people, man. I've been doing church shows in and around Orlando, man. It's been going well. Curtis got me to do it because I grew up in church, man. Church is not new to me. 100%. Curtis got me to come out and do it, and I loved it. And I'm like, you know what? And I started. I got another invite from that. Then I got another invite, and I started doing different material, man. I was like, wait a minute. I could have been coming out
Yeah.
here. I could have been making this great money. I'm gonna say that because clubs are the least paying entity in comedy right now.
Church pay well, bro.
Church, cruises, all this 55 and up community, bro. So yeah, if
I think
Tim.
it's a stigma. I'm sorry, I can't, but
the stigma,
I think it's
you're
a
right.
stigma too when it comes
And that's
to
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, because a lot of churches, they came from that world anyway. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's nothing foreign to them. They love comedy. They go home and watch your Eddie Murphys, your Bernie Macs, Kings of Comedy.
Yes, they do, because they all know them.
They all know the stuff.
Yeah.
And again, to find, I think for them, their perspective is to have that alternative. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they don't want to hear all of the riffs and the cussing and all that. So for them to still have just as much fun, alternatively with cleaner material, things that they can relate to, I think that's what hits home for everybody.
Yeah,
they're not sitting on the edge, watching who's judging them for laughing at whatever dirty joke. Like it's all out of the window. You know what I mean? With what we do. So with church, it's just a special place, bro, because it's already there. You know what I mean? And they don't get a lot of it. Yeah, because it's very church jokes can be very corny.
And that's the thing. That's James. That's the thing. And me and Tim had that conversation because afterwards, me and Tim went and had a drink, which is our thing.
Routine, yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you're a comic, you listen to this, you ever open for me, you are going to have a drink with me and smoke a cigar with me. And if you don't drink and you don't smoke, you better get a damn soda. But you coming with me after the show and we gonna talk.
And let me say this. And if you even on the show with Ken, and even if you don't smoke or drink, and you were just at the show, you gonna go.
Your ass gonna hang out with Godfather.
Man, you was rapping so good, man.
Yeah.
And that's the best part of comedy, real quick, Quinn.
Bro, it really is. It really
and
because nobody loves, and I've said this, and it probably is somebody out there. Nobody loves Orlando comedy scene the way I love Orlando.
No, they don't.
And y'all know that. I fight for y'all. But I want to get back to the church thing. I think what it is I'm realizing, and me and Tim had this conversation. I grew up in the holiness church.
Yeah.
I didn't know my pastor watched TV. I didn't know my pastor listened to the radio.
Yeah.
I didn't know my pastor had a job.
Yeah.
Then I started going to New Church of Faith in Pine Hills and realized my pastor like boxing. My pastor wife like boxing. They like comedy. They like going, because when you go to church comedy, you see comics doing church material.
Yeah.
They don't. I went and did that. Right. I went, James. We do our regular material that has nothing to do with church.
Yes.
And they're so refreshed. They're like, yo, oh my God, you got a different view. Then, but it's cool because I know Tim and Curtis are going to do some church material. Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna get some raw stuff with me, and that's what made me do. When I got done with that, man, I was like, Tim, thank you for that, because now I know I can do a church and be like, hey, look, this one I'm bringing you.
Absolutely. I always saw like doing church shows was like, it's not necessarily about being clean or being churchy, but just being relatable, but respectful.
Yeah.
But
respectful that's the
where
key.
you're at.
Be relatable, but be real about it. Don't try to be something you're not, because it's not going to come through as authentic. Yeah. Just be you with our normal jokes we tell that are not dirty, especially if you got jokes about kids, because everybody in black church got kids.
Kids, marriage, relationship.
Yes.
Hey, if you can put 20 minutes of kids, marriage, and relationships in a 20 and family,
go on tour.
Man,
And I'm gonna say it again. The money in church is so good. Yes, it was.
But let me add this too as well, because I want to help with that stigma perspective too. You know, people try so hard to appeal to the church, right? Like you said, they come off offensive. Because I've done shows where, again, this is the early stages of comedy. You know what I mean? Just doing churches and just retreats or whatever. People, the old school mothers coming to me like, baby, I thank you so much. You were so good, because last year they got some comedian and it was like as if he was disrespecting the church, like you said, trying to poke fun at it.
Yes,
but to the old school,
they don't like that. No, they don't. They don't like that.
They don't want that.
They don't want to make fun of us. But if you can bring it in, for example, Ken, you can attest to this too. Like my joke about getting saved for the first time.
It's a good
joke
joke
on the altar call. I'm literally telling y'all, hey, bro, this was my experience getting saved. And I'm bringing everybody in old school, the new school can relate to. And I think that's the difference maker, bro. We're not poking fun at the church. And I think, you know, people, when they get into that realm, they feel like they got to be too You know what I mean? Too pokey.
Yeah.
That's
You don't
crazy.
have to be that. Just be
No,
you. Just be
no.
your
Just be
authentic
you.
self, man. And Tim, I've been
real
having
quick,
a great
James,
time doing it, bro.
And,
Yeah.
true that. And with that, we got to be our real selves because we got to take a commercial break.
Pay these
We'll
bills.
be right.
Hey,
We'll be right back. Real Labs Real Radio 104.1.
No.
We're back. Real Labs Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. I am Ken Miller in the big chair tonight, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in this week. I know we were off Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday night. We got brand new shows. If you listened to us last night, make sure you go to the Orlando Funny Bone. Please, please, please go see Bruce, a comedy legend, 40 plus years in the game, and he was killing us last night. Me and James had a headache. We were in tears with Bruce last night, man.
Tim,
so make sure you guys go
Chris,
check him out, man.
I know.
Y'all ain't
Y'all
on Sunday, man.
I'm coming out on Sunday.
If you missed it, go to iHeart, search Real Labs. It's up in podcast format, and then I will have the YouTube videos up this weekend, so you can see it in YouTube format. Just a funny dudes, but also make sure you go out there and follow us, man. We appreciate that. Thank you for everybody to come to the shows. Everybody walk up to us, but they take your ass to bed. Then I know you. That's how I know you're a true fan. That's how I know you, because you listen to the whole show. That's the end of our show. So if you say take your ass to bed to me, I know you've been listening to the whole show.
In fact, Ken, that's our new T-shirt. It's gonna say "Listen to Real Labs," then take
your ass to bed. We got James John, Chris Alexander, and Tim J. Allen in the bed. Tim is one of my features. So I got 4 features. I got Chris, I got Dwayne Williams, my comedy brother. I got Marvin Izzy, and I got Tim Allen. I got 4 features that go with me. And I love them all. And the reason I love them all, they all have different styles. I got Marvin, my Spanish style. He a little slow, he a little quiet. You know, he a little short bus.
And he an introvert. Which I love that.
Straight introvert. Like I call him little short bus. He little short bus. Which is crazy because I just realized this today. That they made the bus shorter so they wouldn't hurt themselves on a longer bus. Okay, so then I got Chris Alexander. Now Chris
man.
hey, this comedy. I got Chris my smoking brother. Me and Chris smoke, we drink. Chris, come over here. Chris ain't got a therapist, James. I am Chris' therapist. And my wife,
my wife talk like that too. Yeah, man.
Hey, my wife has told Chris, you need to go get a real therapist because Ken didn't go to college for that.
He's the introvert. He's the intrusive thought. That's what he is.
Yeah, you gotta go. And then we got Dwayne Williams, who's my one of my best friends, man, who I talk to every day, who just my dog. But then they got Tim J. Allen, who's the clean guy. The married dude, the one my wife want me to take on the road forever.
But a good dude, a good
guy. Like I've known Tim
man.
for years. I've known Tim since he started stand up, and me and my wife helped him with some stuff out, and he's doing great with it. But we had a conversation a couple weeks ago. He had just featured for somebody. It was an off night, and he featured for somebody. And he called me. He says, "Hey man, now understand his name is Tim Allen, and there's a white comedian named Tim Allen."
You might have heard
Tim
him.
like, hey man, you might have heard of him. Might have saw him on TV. And Tim was like, I'm thinking about rebranding myself. I said, well, what are you talking about, young blood? He says, I want to go by J. Allen instead of Tim Allen.
Okay.
And I was like, why? And then we had a whole conversation. But I'd rather him talk to you guys about it. So Tim, what's up, man? I love Tim Allen. I think the black Tim Allen, because I think it's funny and it's unique. I think it's unique. Yeah. But you want to go to J. Allen now. Talk to everybody why you're thinking about doing a whole change. It's like Coca-Cola getting taking the cocaine out and going straight just sugar.
I want to guess first. Tim, you found your daddy, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
His name Jay.
Hey, I don't know how it work with us, man. 23andMe to black people, we don't got that. We go to a funeral. Tell me you don't go to a funeral and somebody look at you. Oh, hey boy, listen to me. Look, hey,
who you can to?
Hey, you know that ain't your real daddy, right?
You look like
black
funeral,
man. Hey, you know that ain't your real daddy in that casket, right?
Listen,
but Tim, talk to us, man.
Ahead,
Tell us what's up. What's up with how do you feel the need that you want to do a whole change of your persona?
Yeah, so man, I appreciate you bringing it up, man. So I am now 29 years of age, right?
God bless.
So
damn.
You know, I wonder what that felt like. I see that now. Now I feel
Now you see why he was like that. Cheetah was like, "Hey man."
I was like,
Hey, man, I heart real ass. I'm sorry. I've been drinking. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man.
They gonna kick me out the air for this one. I'm sorry.
That's just funny. Shout out to Don Cheeto and Kevin Hart, man.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking. Tim, go ahead, Tim. I've been drinking. I'm
you
sorry.
good, bro. You good. But
Hey, James, I've been drinking, Tim. My
Bro,
bad.
this nigga
stop.
turned into an intervention right now, bro. Hey man, listen.
Ahead, man.
Who need
I
therapy?
need therapy.
Chris
And I need therapy.
Right. That boy, that's not what Tim meant when he said spirits. That's not what
I thought he meant spirits. My bad, dog.
my
My
bad.
bad, Tim.
Oh.
But no, long story short, you guys, man. With 29 years, bro, I've always kind of just been under that umbrella of Tim Allen, that name. So, like, I'm talking about clocking in for roll call, middle school, high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tim Allen, like, it's just been a part of me. So, for me now in the season that I'm kind of growing into now, being married, just falling deep into the passion and everything. I was just like, man, I want to separate myself, like a fresh start. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And with that fresh start, carrying that name, Tim Allen, Tim J. Allen, it's still gonna be that comparison or narrative in a sense, or that association. I'm like, man, when I go on stage, I want people to see me for me. You know what I mean? When I walk down off that stage, and I want to be like, oh, you're the black Tim Allen. It's like it's cool, it's catchy. But
yeah, it is.
But for me, I just was like, man, how I feel about it was just like, I want to be acknowledged. Like,
you want it to be off your own recognition.
For me, I'm me. I'm not like him. You know what I'm saying? And I try to force it. Like when I was coming up young, I tried to force like the Tim Allen jokes. I used to call him my step uncle on stage. Like,
I never heard you say that.
That's funny, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, I used to say, I'm my step uncle. I know. Yeah, he got married in. You feel me? So I used to try to
make a mean potato salad.
I tried to weld it into my set.
That's funny.
But for me, I appreciate it, OG. But yeah, this where I'm at now. I'm like, man, where can I, kind of separate myself, rebrand? And Jay isn't random. For those that again, my middle name is Jay. I ain't gonna say my government, but.
Okay, all right.
Fair enough.
By the way, I thought it was just Jay, Jay. I don't even
know. No, yeah,
I really did.
No, yeah.
I've been drinking, Tim.
It ain't James, is it, Tim?
No, it ain't James. It ain't James. It ain't James.
Man, let me find out James John your father.
let me just give you a hint, man. It's Iron Man's go-to guy.
Who?
Jay is Iron Man's go-to. His
Jarvis.
Oh, Jarvis.
Yeah.
I'm a comic book dude. Yeah, man.
I respect the room.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm with Chris. Chris, what you said was?
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai, the singer? Jamiroquai, the singer, bro. The dude that be in the room and the room be like,
yeah, we moving.
Jamiroquai. Oh,
no, but not Iron Man. No, it's a singer. No, it's a singer. Jamiroquai.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, boom. So anyway.
Hey, Tim, I got a friend who middle name is Maria, right? I got an army group where we text each other. So when we text each other, I mess with her all the time. And I give her middle name is an M, and I give her a different middle name all the time.
That's so funny.
Lord,
all the time. I'm like, I am Medler. I just give her different. So for now on, Tim, just know you get a different middle name every time I see you.
That's funny.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
So by the way, y'all give it up for Tim Joseph Allen. So Tim, you think about rebranding yourself with the name comedy wise. You do a lot of church, you do a lot of clean. For y'all guys don't know, secular is when they try to take gospel and make it R&B type thing. That's some secular. So for our white audience who don't know who secular is, so are you also trying to rebrand the comedy style that you do?
No. I'll be the same.
Shine different.
Shine different.
I love Shine Different.
Shine different brand all day, every day. No, so nothing is changing. And again, when I do the rollout, it's gonna articulate that. Like I'm the same guy. Those that know me as Tim, you can call me that. but it literally is just a branding for me, and it's going to be JAE. I just want to be a little different with that too. So
okay, all right, Jay Allen. All right.
So now you know when you got a white host, you got to tell them how to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like, Ja.
Because they're going to be like, give it up for
ain't
Ja.
I ain't talking to my cousin, dog. Hey.
Ja, what's that short for?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Jay Allen make you sound like you got a mean jump shot. Like you play on
like he can hoop.
like
He can hoop.
He can hoop. Coming into point guard, Jay Allen.
Jay Allen from Duval. I know he from Duval. His eyebrows got cuts in them.
Yeah.
What barber still cutting eyebrows?
Hey, only dude from Duval who ain't been to jail yet. Only one.
him and A-Train. Him and A-Train, the
Oldest living.
Only one living. They ain't been to
Oldest
jail.
living comedian from Duval.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the kids.
What brought you to Orlando from Duval, kid?
School, man. School.
Where did you go to school? Where you go to school at?
So I flunked out my first year. I flunked out at FSCG.
Him, Jonathan Allen.
They sent me a letter talking about academic probation. I said, I'm arrested. They come get me.
Wait a minute. What school?
It's the community college in Jacksonville. So so growing up, I'm from Florida. So it's FCCJ that we grew up with. Florida Community College of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But then they changed it and they started unifying it. So it's FSCJ. Which is Florida State College of Jacksonville. And so I went in there and they kicked me out pretty much. So I said, you know what, I gotta get a plan B.
Okay, before you say plan B, what was Tim busy doing that he wasn't doing his schoolwork?
Oh, man,
in community college.
I know, bro.
No, you know how it is. You back home, man. You start working a real job full time.
Full-time,
you know, you're in school, you part time. Then you graduate full time. So now I'm like, okay, well, we got something going.
Yeah. So
you ain't paying no rent. And then I was with my girlfriend, my now wife. So I wasn't taking life serious, brother.
Okay.
Because community college is middle school. Like, you failed middle school as an adult?
Yeah. So I wasn't taking it serious. And so I funked out. They sent the probation letter. I said, you know what? I gotta do something with my life. So I said, let me go ahead and I did it. And what's funny is my dad is so business minded, right? Shout out to my pops.
Okay.
He's so business minded. If you have a concept, you got to give him a reason. Like you can't just say, I feel like.
You got to back it up with facts.
That makes sense. Yeah. It got to make sense. So long story short, I had to make a PowerPoint as to why I want to go to Orlando. So
wait a minute.
Well, you had pictures of stand-up
comedy
in the PowerPoint
and a pointer in the conversation. This is the reason. Like, look, they got good housing. They got a good side of town. Here it is. Look, graduation rate.
I'm impressed that your father knew how to read a PowerPoint. That's what I'm impressed by.
Dude.
Because my daddy could read Excel. So your pops can read a PowerPoint.
No, dude.
My other thing is, James, my other thing is, let me find out Dog the Bounty Hunter looking for you. For skipping out on school.
Probation. That's funny.
Look, you could do a PowerPoint on moving to Orlando, but you can't do a PowerPint for college. Okay,
that's funny.
That's funny.
No, it was like reasons that my PowerPoint was like reasons to go to Orlando.
Yeah.
So I pitched the whole Valencia route. I said this community college is smaller.
Yeah.
Said, they have a direct route to UCF.
They sure do. Direct to you.
So then I was like, housing. I get a job. I was at UPS. So I said I could transfer from the Jacksonville hub to Orlando.
You don't lose your time.
Bro, I'm talking about I pitched the heck out of it, man. And my dad was like, all right. But the initial goal was Full Sail. That was the initial goal.
And that's an expensive school, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't know.
They have them advisors, brother.
They teach entertainment production at that school. It's one of the best in the country, but it is expensive.
It's very expensive. But Chris, I got to cut y'all real quick. We got to take a quick commercial break, man. We got to take a commercial break. But before we go, we got to give a shout out for Tim Allen for having a good father, man.
Yeah,
give it up. Tim Allen had a father in his life. Unlike the other three people on this panel. So we got to take a commercial break. Shout out to Chick McAdoo. We'll be right back. Real Radio 104.1. Last Word Radio 104.1 your nightcap of comedy. I am Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out to all the social media and follow us. Just put in Real Last. You can see us. Go to iHeart, search Real Last. You can see us in podcast format. And if you want to see these beautiful ass faces, go to YouTube. All our videos of us. Shout out to everybody out there. Go subscribe. And we're trying to hit 200 subscribers, so please go subscribe. Ken Miller, James John, Tim J. Allen, a.k.a. Jonathan Allen. Chris Alexander had to go pee. So Chris had to go pee, so Chris is gone right now. Yeah. But, man, we've been having a good time, man. Last night, shout out to Bruce one more time, man. Bruce, let me bring it up real quick. We'll be at the Orlando Funny Bone Friday through Sunday, August 9th through the 11th. I'm trying to get my wife to make him a barbecue apron. Like the one I wear all the time.
That would be dope, man.
Tim, I challenged him. So Bruce used to own a barbecue restaurant back in the 80s.
Okay.
So I challenged him to a barbecue cook-off. And dude, he went off. When you
I would trust Bruce to cook my barbecue.
Dude,
he
Tim,
looked like
if you don't do anything, Tim, Wednesday night, please go listen to the first portion of our show. Bruce he was so good, we ended up doing 18 minutes, and we were supposed to do 14.
Yes, that brother, he for real.
Bro, it was just funny, man. Chris is back. Chris, you wash your hands?
Yes, I wash my hands.
All right, put them up to the camera. Let us smell them.
Nah, hey, I ain't supposed to tell this business, but Chris, he went to pee and he sat down when he did it. I don't know why.
Which is good for you. Hey, man, all you dudes out there talking junk, it's actually better for you to sit down and pee than stand up. It's been really medically. Google it. Medically, it's better for you to sit down and pee.
I do that.
It is. Look it up.
I'm doing that when I'm lazy. I'm lazy. If I sit down.
So I do that. I do that 2 times, Tim. When I'm drunk.
Okay.
And when I get up in the morning, if I wake up in the morning like 4 a.m. and I'm just stumbling in the bathroom,
you sit down, Ken.
And I'm on that Benadryl. If I'm on that Benadryl and Crown, I call it that. I call it that Brown.
That Brown. That's
Benadryl and Crown. James, hey.
That's funny.
Right, first of all, mind your damn business, Jonathan.
Clean your system. I heard that. Wait a minute, sir. You going to do something?
mind your business. I can't sleep at night because of childhood trauma.
There you go, man. You can't keep waking up to flour.
Hey, you know why? This lady used to beat me. Give it up for my mama, baby. That's my boo right here. Y'all ain't gonna talk about Ruth and May.
Yeah, you gotta get a little screen on the top front, and you can type in stuff like "hello" and like
"hello,
hello."
Dude, real talk, man. So if I'm drinking, I won't take a Benadryl. But if I'm not drinking, I just don't sleep, man. I gotta have a sleep.
You don't want to get on that Adderall, do you,
bro? Nah. So I was on what's the one? Ambien. The one? Ambien.
Not Adderall. Ambien.
No, Ambien. I tell you my Ambien story. So Tim, here's the story. So I took Ambien 3 times. Yes, the first time I took it, I cooked food that night and don't even remember.
Cook.
I don't even remember. I woke up with a whole plate next to me. Everything, I cut the oven off, but it was pots and pans on it. I don't remember. Second time, I made a bowl of cereal. I know this because the cereal was sitting next to me on my dresser next to the bed, and I left the fridge open. The third time, I think I got up to go pee, and I cut the water on and washed my hands. Unlike Chris, because Chris don't wash his hands.
I washed my hands,
and I woke up and the water had been running all night.
Yes.
So that was the last time I'm like, yeah, I can't do Ambien again.
The crazy part about this story was this is all of the evidence. You can't speak for yourself in these scenarios. Somebody told you those 3.
You woke up to it.
Yeah.
No, I woke up to it. I was single. I was single. I woke up to it. No, I was single at the time.
I'm like, oh,
bro.
No, it was just me. No, Tim, it was me in the house by myself.
Bro, that's great.
It was in the house. I made breakfast. I made bacon, eggs, and some grits.
Oh, you made unseasoned.
Bro, I don't even remember. I just know I woke up and there was a plate next to me.
Unless you're not driving out to McDonald's.
I'm such a fat kid. All I heard was, man, you made grits.
Right?
Dude.
Man, I want some grits now. Like,
so James, I told my doctor, I was like, hey man, I can't do the Ambien anymore. He said, just do half of it. And I said, I was. He said, ooh.
Wow. So he's like, nah.
Hey, when the doctor say, ooh.
Yeah, that mean you've been
Man. Hey, James, he pulled out the doctor book. He pulled out the book. He was like, man, I don't even know what to do.
That is the script. But hold on, let me.
Bro, he pulled out a book of magic from Hogwarts. Like it ain't even in here.
I didn't know what to do with this. So now I do Tylenol PM. I would do Benadryl, or I do like Z-Quil.
What's that?
Like, because I can't sleep at night, man.
Ambien's a special pill that a lot of people in America are on.
Ambien's a sleeping pill, yeah.
And they got side effects where you'll do stuff while you sleep. People have driven. People have driven, right? They have driven in their car on Ambien and wake up.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you ain't driving to McDonald's for breakfast or something. You be good.
So if you take it, make sure you got somebody living with you that can watch you. Because Tim, I'm gonna tell you something.
It's wild.
Tim, listen to me, Tim. Just don't leave this radio show.
No,
he gonna bleep this out.
He gonna bleep it.
I was on Ambien. I shot Donald Trump. Look.
Yeah, he did.
Yo. Good night. All right, that's.
Hey man, that was me.
Ken said, this dude looked like he need an earring.
Yeah, Chris, get it right. Let me burn my face out of this.
Hey, James. Hey, Tim, real quick. Listen to this, man. Hey, man, look, he gonna bleep this out.
Bleep it out.
I killed Tupac on Ambien. Look.
Yeah, he did. Oh, dog. Look at Tim said, nah, man.
Look at man.
Hey, you can't get arrested.
Hey, hold up.
More church gigs.
Hey, man. Look, I was on Ambien. Look, hey, man.
Now we found a committee file something.
Hey, look here, man. Hey, Casey gonna bleep this out. I was on Ambien.
Yeah.
Chris Alexander's youngest child is mine. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Why you think he's 6'7"? Why you think he tall, B? Why you think he's 6'7"? It ain't you, cuz.
You gotta pull up, bro. You gotta pull up.
Oh my God.
We gotta pull up, man. We gotta pull up now. Yo, when you brought him over here, I was like, man, that's me.
That's the old school rules right there. You gotta pull up now, man. Nah, man. You gotta pull up now.
But yeah, Tim. Yeah, I can't do. So when I sleep, man, I just have I don't think it's the sleeping thing. I think it's because comics. Because our mind is always
going.
I feel like do you guys have problems sleeping?
Yes.
Have y'all been mad that y'all get a joke in your sleep and then you try to write it down and then leaving you?
Yes.
Bro, that junk, man, it made me so hot, bro. I'm like, I just had it. It's right here.
It was right there. You wake up like, oh, I forgot.
And you try to write.
I get a good concept and I wake up laughing. Like I laugh, like people snore to wake up. I laugh and wake up.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I got a joke.
Chris wake up laughing and my son walk in and be like, Daddy, what's wrong?
You go back.
I hate you right now.
You gotta pull up. Tim, tell him. You gotta tell him, man. You got.
So James, you got problems sleeping too, James?
Chitty bang bang, Chris. You got.
Oh man, not the chitty bang bang.
You got chitty bang bang on it.
You gotta shoot.
Do that, Soldier Boy.
Let me tell you what happened. Recently I had to make a long flight, like a 10-hour flight. Now
understand this real quick, James. Understand this, Tim. Me and James are terrified of flying.
Terrified.
I just want to put that out there. We are
both
both terrified of flying.
Terrified. And here's the thing.
But go ahead, Jay.
I can handle the 2 to 4 hour flight. Like I can get myself through that. But 10 hours, Ken, I told my doctor, look, man, shout out to Lori White. I don't know if I can do 10 hours. And I got to get on this plane to make this money. So she said, I'm going to give you a Xanax. And I said, wait a minute, where have I heard this before? Then I thought about my other light-skinned brother, Drake. Took half a Xan and I'll be out like a light. Hey, like a light.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah,
a like a light.
I wouldn't be quite about now.
Yeah.
You know I'm young, so young folk, we don't listen to the words. We just
so I remember talking about taking half the
That's how I listen to the words.
We don't listen to the words. We just like a light.
That's how I listen to
like
the
a light.
That's funny.
Drake been
so
funny too.
So a Xanny is a Xanax. So that's what they gave me. They gave me half a Xanax. Let me tell you, Ken. Got in the air for the first flight. It was going to be 5 hours out. Woke up and I'm landing. I'm like, oh, that was great. Waited a while, got a little something to eat. My next flight, I had about an hour in between. Then I took my little pill right before I got on. Bro, I woke up and all we had to go was 2 hours and I was in Hawaii. I was like, I understand why this is magic, but I said, I will not take this unless I'm flying. But bro, the whole time I'm thinking in my head, Drake was right. take in half a Xan, and I'll be out like a light. Hey, like a light. Hey.
I ain't see this whole. Listen, I'm 29. I didn't know he was on no drugs on that song. I literally just heard.
Yeah, but I don't think
people-
Xanax is like a calm you down
calms you
type.
down. Yes.
Yeah,
But
if you got an anxiety, I
not-
think it's like an anxiety.
do not take a Xanax and drink at the
just
same
take
time. A lot of
melatonin
people
and
do
be
that
good.
for
That's it.
recreation. It literally slows your heart down. You can make yourself die. So do not drink. I did not drink.
So
I took a
so
Xan, yeah.
real quick, have you seen Chris? What's his name? Kevin Hart's mentoring comedy.
Which one?
Keith
Oh, the
Robinson.
dude. He had
Keith
a stroke.
Robinson.
Yeah.
When he did a joke about taking the Viagra on the plane. That's why he had the stroke.
He was trying to be ready. He was trying to be ready by the time he landed.
He wasn't be ready when he landed.
Funny. That's funny.
I remember that.
Bro,
That dude is funny, man.
he wanted to
Does
go.
anybody
One of the
take
goats.
melatonin anymore? Because I mean,
It doesn't work for me. It
yeah,
doesn't
it don't
work.
work for
Melatonin does
everybody.
not. If
don't work.
for everybody, if you're listening right now, when I post this video, you can put in the comments what you take and let us know what's going on.
Mhm.
Melatonin does not work for me. Benadryl works for me because that's what the military gave me, so they help me sleep. Even though it was for allergies, but they help me sleep. Tylenol PM really works. I take 2 Tylenol PMs and I'm out.
Like a
But
light.
the one thing, James, that really puts me to sleep, that knocks me out.
Is that sweet? What is it?
Ruthie May.
Bam! You know what it is, son?
Hey.
That Crown Royal. If I drink some Crown Royal, I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah,
now
you
I'm gonna be
are.
hurting in the morning. I'm gonna be hungover in the morning.
Mhm.
But real talk. I'm just joking with the Crown. But nah, Benadryl and Tylenol PM. But other
Only
than
thing
that,
helps you
bro,
sleep.
that's it, man.
that comes
But I
from
feel
having
like I don't know if it's just us. I don't know
It is
because our
us.
minds are always.
Always.
Yeah,
I will
you know
lay
what
in
I'm
the bed and I know my body's tired, but I'll be thinking, and I can't turn it off. I don't know how to
Yeah.
do that. I don't
Yeah.
have that mechanism where it's like
I'm with you,
stop
bro.
thinking.
I'm
Is it
100%
Think about
with you.
everything.
If I can ask, is it the same like when you do a show and the show doesn't go as well as you want it, and you're reflecting on?
Nah,
What could I
it's
have
either
done
way for
better?
me.
Either
If
way.
I kill or bomb, if
I'm
I
thinking-
kill, I'm not going to bed.
No, I'm not. I
No,
can't.
no, no,
Because
no, no,
I'm
no.
I'm
adrenaline.
I'm out.
Adrenaline. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
up.
If I kill, I'm up, bro. But if I bomb, I'm up, but I'm up thinking about it. But if I
that's what I
kill,
mean,
I'm up way more. Like when I did the show with Russell on Thursday, me and my wife got home at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, you drove back, Ken.
Yeah,
Okay.
we drove back, and I
You
was
drove
texting
back?
Chris. Yeah, we have from Tampa,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we got back.
United States?
Now that's a whole nother story.
All right.
Oh, wow.
That's a whole nother
Okay,
story, Jonathan
okay.
Allen.
Okay.
And I got back, and my wife was passed out, and
yeah.
I was up looking at this new TV I just bought, and I'm just up like because I was so excited about how dope the set was.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like, yo, thank you, God, just for this. 'Cause,
Yes, man.
you know,
Absolutely,
last
brother.
week I was performing for 8 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Talk about it,
thank
man.
you, thank you
Yeah.
for this. So yeah, now man. So now, Chris, I'm the opposite. Them good shows keep me up. The bad shows, I knock my ass out. I go to bed. Like, let me
Yeah.
sleep this off.
Because we know we're gonna have better show. Like we don't bomb
Can we-
like that.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
add to that? Can we
Yeah.
add to that conversation, right? Like, okay, I know Ken always love the bomb stories. That's dope.
I
But-
love them.
I think for us, it does make us stronger. You know what I mean? It keeps us humble.
Does.
So am I already like, all right, hold on. What did I fumble at? Or what could I have done when I see this again? Right, that scenario. But at the same time, we are all of us collectively, and the brothers that are on the regular hosts on Real Rooms is like, we work these jokes, dude. Like we know it.
Yes.
So it's like we don't get deterred from the bombing. It's just like,
Nah.
yeah, our perspective is like, all right, well, this particular room, if I see it again,
what do I do different? Yeah, how do I adjust?
Yeah.
Come back, bend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that's it. Like it ain't nothing that's wavering.
Yeah,
from
it's
what-
not. You have a bad day at work. You have a bad day at work. Somebody got home and I forgot to put the French fries in the bag. We all have a bad day. It happens, man. But the bad day doesn't keep me up.
No.
I'm not saying like it
killer
keep you
night.
up per se. I mean like when you reflect on what you did wrong and how you like reevaluate.
Yeah, I
like,
reflect on it, but I
your
reflect
next
the next
approach.
day. But speaking of reflecting, we got to reflect our ass up out of here.
We do, man. Look how quick
Yeah,
that
we
went.
do.
What?
Yeah, we went. Thanks because of Tim, yo. Tim talk. Unlike
Chris talk
Chris,
today.
Chris don't talk at all.
Hey,
James,
but before I go real quick, man, I just want to say, man, I just want to thank you, Ken, for all that you do for these people. that come on the show. I know you joke with them a lot, but you really do help people like Chris
Oh, I love you.
Alexander,
I love all of
Tim
you.
Allen,
Y'all know it, man. Don't
Marvin
nobody love
Izzy,
Orlando comedy
man,
like me, man.
and
I love
Dwayne
Orlando
Williams, and
comedy.
they always talk highly of it. I just want to point it out. My brother helps so many
Yes,
people, and
indeed.
I think that we both try to help as many people as we possibly
Yeah,
can.
we
to get
trying
the
We
our
both
best,
opportunity.
do.
man.
Both
We
y'all
try,
do.
we try, man. So hey, shout out to that. Keep that in mind as you guys are listening to this show. It is okay to help the next man get to where you are, because he's gonna keep that blessing going, and hopefully we continue that circle, man. So hey,
That's
help
a
people
fact.
out.
And real quick, and if you ain't been helped, because don't nobody like your ass. All
That's
right. So
funny.
anyway, James, where you at this weekend, brother?
Man, this weekend, one of our favorite spots. I'll be in St. Cloud, Osceola County, my stomping grounds. I'm going to be at Porky's. That's right. Can't wait to get back there. It's run by two really great guys, Eric and Vinny, two comics that understand comedy and treat us so good. And it has the best barbecue in all of Central
Woo!
Florida, man. I cannot
Love it.
wait to get there this Friday, this Saturday. Appreciate y'all.
Cool. Christopher, where you at this weekend, kid?
I am in Summerfield at the Joke Joint, and 8 o'clock on the 10th. It's gonna be a great show. Please come by. You can get your tickets at jokejoint.tv. Yeah, jokejoint.tv. I'll be headlining that show. So
There
yes.
you go. He
Yeah, man.
headlining.
Hey, come on, we're gonna clap. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
man.
Yes.
If you're in Orlando and you can't make it to James' show, go out to the Improv. Bruce Friday through Sunday, August 9th through 11th.
We going on Sunday.
We going on
Yes.
Sunday. We're gonna be there. Thursday night, which is right now, I'm be a comedy after dark. I have no idea where it is. I got asked to do it like 3 days ago. And then this weekend I will be in Vero Beach at the Riverside Theater, August 9th and 10th, 6 p.m., 8 p.m. One of my favorite clubs to do. So if you know anybody in Vero Beach, tell them to come see the kid. We got to get up out of here. Tim, thank you for jumping on last minute, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Weekend. Let me just say this real quick. I know you got to go.
Where you at, kid?
So I'm at the Cigar Box over there in Castle, Florida, man. August
Yes.
10th. We are celebrating my brother, man. We lost a good soldier, man. We lost a good friend, a good spirit, good energy. Cliff Johnson, man.
Okay, we just talked about Cliff. Okay, God bless.
Yeah,
okay,
that's one of my big homies, man. So again, shout out to y'all. Not the Samba the Mood, but I'm be out there.
Nah, we did it last night, so you good.
Yes, indeed. Yeah,
Yeah,
with some good cigars out there, good energy. But I'm out there this weekend, and we'll take it from there. Thank y'all for having me.
Make sure you come do the Cigar Box this Saturday. I wish I was in town to see it, but yeah, Cliff Johnson. Everybody, the crazy thing about Cliff is, like, people who didn't even know him. Somebody hit my wife up and was like, I was on my timeline, and this Cliff guy was all over my timeline because he was loved in Orlando, man. So once again, much love to his daughter, much love to his family, man. Another senseless murder for one of our black brothers, man. Guys, but real talk, thank y'all for tuning in. Also, man, much love to Miguel Colon Jr., who just lost somebody this weekend. Jeff Kaufman on the flight right now. Tim J. Allen, Chris Alexander, James Zahn. James, do me a favor. Tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.